Well, welcome to the Friday Bubble. Today we're at Piper-Heidsieck, who have a winery just outside Rams, and they share it with their sister company, Charles Heidsieck. They've been making wines since 1785. I think the history is a little bit more exciting when we bring it right up to date. In 2011, a gentleman called Christopher Descore, who owns the EPI Group, bought the winery from Remy Cointreau. And I think it's those next 10, 12 years of where this really comes into its own. There was a Piper-Heidsieck Essentiel made from the 2008 base. So Essi, this wine in a couple of different forms has been around for quite a while now.
Yes, it's a part of the series of sort of premium non-vintages. First started with the Essentiel, the blended Essentiel, which was basically first a longer aged version of Piper Brut.
Okay.
But it's not like that anymore. Now it's a blend in its own right and definitely aged longer than the normal Brut. And then came the Essentiel Blanc de Noirs to the family, and now the new baby just released this June is a Blanc de Noir, which is very fitting to the Piper-Heidsieck style, which is very strongly Pinot Noir dominant.
It's really interesting. I first came across this tasting at the winery, actually. Régis Camus was the winemaker at the time, and I think it might have even been with you, Essi, quite some years ago now, and we tasted the Magnum of Essentiel based on the 2012 vintage. To this day, that wine is shining bright. It's beautiful wine. Tell us a little bit about the winemaking style of Essentiel, Essi.
Yes, so it's very similar to other Piper blends. So the style is very Pinot Noir and Meunier dominant overall. All wines made in stainless steel with the malolactic fermentation largely done. Now Émilien is playing with it a little bit batch by batch now, but in any case, I always find that it's so gloriously toasty, sweetly fruity, with often a lot of tropical fruit and peaches, very sweet appley, lots of coffee tones, very rich and beautifully toasty style.
So the first time I tasted this was actually yesterday, and it is brand new, and I was really amazed. Essi just used that term toasty, and that was the one thing that really stuck in my mind yesterday, was that beautiful fruit. Pinot Noir, Essi, this is 80% Pinot Noir and 20 Meunier. Pinot Noir is quite a tricky grape, isn't it, to get right as a Blanc de Noir?
Oh yes, it's very, very challenging. I really like that now in Champagne so many both growers and houses have put their effort into making a Blanc de Noir that is not overly heavy or dull or autumnal. You know, Pinot Noir oxidizing quite easily.
Right.
They're often quite sort of winey and heavy wines. But not, and I think that's one of the reasons why Émilien, the chef de cave, who created this first time in 2019, chose to use a lot of Meunier in it as well for that extra freshness and fruitiness.
There's certainly a beautiful fruit. We've committed one of the sins today, and we've got a little bit cold, but that's okay. It's holding it a little bit, holding the fruit a little bit tight. But this ideally wants to be 8 to 10 Celsius. This is probably 4 Celsius. So, but the structure is all there. I love that, the dark cherry, and then there is that toastiness.
Yeah, there is toast and a nice little charred character, but lots of sweet fruit, which is lovely.
And it's almost got that. It does have a little bit of what I call the mini Magnum. You know, that little toasty, reductive note.
So curiously, this first wine was made totally without reserve wines.
Right.
So all based on that very fine 2019 vintage, which gives it a lovely acidic backbone. I like how it's a very creamy, soft, rich style, but it comes with this precision from the lovely acid line.
No, there is that, and I think in terms of the vintages, if you describe them, because when they were very young as Van Clairs, people started talking about 18, 19, and 20 as a trio of 3 great vintages. Now with a bit more time and starting to see some of the wines, where do you think we are with 18, 19 and 20?
Yeah, I mean, we don't see much vintages yet, so time will tell more, but definitely it's clear that it's the 19 that is the winner.
Right.
I think that 20 is proving to be a bit more disappointing with a lot of this with vegetable aromas surfacing in many wines. And 18 is lovely with lush forward fruits, but this is the keeper, the finest of them.
With a little bit of time in the glass, just literally a few minutes, there's some beautiful peachy kind of character, which is, I guess, the classic Pinot Noir. But it is that cherry that really, I love that sort of zingy.
Yeah, lots of very dark fruit here as well. I like that darkness to it without being heavy at all. It has fullness, richness on the mouth, but lovely creamy mousse and very good freshness.
Now we'll do a couple of statistics really, just so everybody knows. This was disgorged in March this year, so quite a recent disgorgement. It's extra brut, so it's just 5 grams per litre of dosage. Now Essi has done her score, she's tasted this before, and I think you gave it a 93, potential for 94, is that right?
Absolutely, yeah, which is great if you think for a non-vintage, it's excellent.
Right, so here we go. We don't have a comparison today, but for lunch today we're taking...
Oh yes, we're taking it.
You were taking this to lunch. I think it really shines in this glass. If it wasn't quite so cold, it would be really popping the fruit. So we've fallen into a trap ourselves here today. Thank you, Essi. I think the wine's showing really well, and thank you for taking us through it.